psychological reality. Now I want to give a chance for my friends to explain the material.
Okay. Background. Language theory is psychology looks at how our words connect with our thoughts and communicate. It's like studying how behavior or what we do, mental stuff or what we think, and interaction or how we connect with others, all mixed up in our language. This theory explores how our inside, our thoughts and emotions link up with what we say outside. Basically, it helps us see how our words show what's going on inside us and how they affect our experience. There are some terms that we'll be explaining in this paper, such as internal and external structure, utterance, and encoder and decoder. The first one, internal and external structure. Internal structure and external structures refers to two important aspects of language that are studied and analyzed. Internal structures refers to the mental representation of language in a person's mind. This involves knowledge stored in memory, such as vocabulary or words and meanings, grammar rules or syntax, as well as understanding how words and sentences are used in certain contexts. External structures enable individuals to understand and produce language. It involves cognitive processes such as recognizing words, understanding sentences, and producing verbal response to linguistic stimuli from the environment. Meanwhile, external structure refers to the concrete form of language that can be observed by other people, such as sound or phonology, letters and written words or orthography, as well as sentence structure used in oral or written communications. The external structure is the form used to communicate with other people. This includes everything from the sounds uttered when speaking to the words written in the text. The internal structure allows individuals to convey messages and interact with their social environment. Both of them are interrelated in the understanding and production of language and helping humans communicate. Second, utterance. Utterance that involves the cognitive process and mechanism that underlie the production and comprehension of spoken language. Utterances are the spoken or written expressions of language, and understanding how they are generated and processed provides insight into the psychology of language. And the third, encoder and decoders. Encoders and decoders play a pivotal role in the psychological aspect of language by representing how individuals both generate and comprehend linguistic information. The encoder, which represents the speaker or reader, engages cognitive process to encode their thoughts, emotions, and intentions into linguistic forms. This involves selecting words, forming sentences, and employing expressive elements like tone and prosody. On the other side, the decoder representing the listener or reader, employs cognitive mechanism to decode these linguistic inputs, extracting meaning, emotions, and intentions from the language used. This dynamic process is heavily influenced by the individual's knowledge, experience, and social context, reflecting the intricate interplay between psychology, cognition, and language in human communication.
For theoretical basis, first, according to Jean Berkowitz, psycholinguistic is the study of the relationship between language and the underlying cognitive process, which include language comprehension, production, and acquisition. Second, according to Steven Pinker, psycholinguistic is a branch of cognitive science that studies how humans perceive, produce, and comprehend language, as well as how that language is represented and processed in the human brain. Third, theory transformational generative grammar by Noam Chomsky. This theory emphasizes the intricate knowledge humans have about the structure of language and the cognitive process underlying language acquisition. 4. Theory of cognitive development by Jan Piaget. While not exclusively focused on language, This theory highlights the cognitive process, including language acquisition, that children go throughout during different developmental stages.
Next discussion. 3 big theories in psycholinguistics. There are 3 big theories in psycholinguistics fields, such as the first one is behaviorism theory. Behaviorism in psycholinguistics focuses on observable behaviors in language learning and usage. According to this theory, acquiring language is skill to learning any behavior, influenced by environment stimuli, reinforcement, and conditioning. An example of behaviorism in language learning might involve associating words with rewards or consequences, shaping linguistic behaviors through external influences. Second, mentalism theory. Mentalism delves into internal cognitive processes associated with language. This psycholinguistic perspective points that language learning engages mental activities such as memory, thinking, and problem solving. Mentalism explores how thoughts are transformed into verbal expressions, shedding light on the intricate cognitive mechanisms involved in the use of language. Third one is interactionism theory. Interactionism considering language as a dynamic interplay between individual cognition, and social factors. This perspective suggests that language development is shaped not only by internal cognitive processes, but also by interactions within a social context. An example of interactionism would be the examination of how individuals learn language through engaging with others, highlighting the social and cognitive dimensions of linguistic development. Psychological speech implementations. Expressing sadness and hatred. Expressing sadness and hatred. A linguistic exploration. The expressions of emotions through language is a powerful aspect of human communications, providing a window into our inner worlds. Two intense emotions, sadness and hatred, manifest linguistically, influencing both speakers or encoders and listeners or decoders involved in the communicative exchange. Expressing sadness, when someone conveys sadness, linguistic cues play a crucial role. The choice of words tends to lean towards negative connotations, accompanied by a slower pace and softer tone. Expressions of grief or disappointment may find their way into the conversations. For encoders, articulating sadness can be a cathartic expression, offering a release of pent-up emotions. There's often a seek of empathy and support from the listeners. On the flip side, encoders are likely to experience empathy and compassion, connecting emotionally with the speaker's sober tone. Expressing hatred. In contrast, the expression of hatred involves in a different linguistic landscape. Harsh language, negative descriptions, and aggressive tones characterize the communications. Expression of contempt or disdain become linguistic cues. For encoders, expressing hatred may serve as a release mechanism, a way to assert dominance or a means of establishing boundaries. Decoders, on the other hand, are confronted with the emotional change message that could evoke discomfort and defensiveness. The aggressive tones may significantly impact their perception of the speaker. Both expressions share common ground in their psychological impact on encoders and decoders. The act of vocalizing these intense emotions becomes a shared emotion experience. Decoders, by expressing their emotions, seek understanding or acknowledgement from the listeners. Simultaneously, decoders navigate their own emotional response, attempting to comprehend the speaker's feelings and formulate appropriate response.
In conclusion, The exploration of language theory in psychology delves deep into the intricate connections between our thoughts, behaviors, and interactions through words. By discerning internal and external structure, understanding the nuance of utterance, and recognize the rules of encoders and decoders, we gain valuable insight into how language mirrors our internal world and shapes our external experience. Language, in its complexity, becomes a powerfulness through which we can unravel the mysteries of human cognition and communication. Through the study of these fundamental aspects, psycholinguistics continue to uncover the fascinating interplay between psychology, cognition, and language, providing profound insights into the essence of human communication and understanding. In essence, the study of language theory in psychology serves as a gateway to unfurling the intense tapestry of human cognition and communication. Through unfurling these fundamental aspects, psychologists continue to unfold the captivating dynamics that define the essence of human expression, providing profound insights into the depths of human understanding and connection.
Thank you for your attention. For the next session, we will give the sounds for the audience to give us presentation about our material. Thank you. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. My question is, what impact does expressing hatred have on the encoders?
Repeat again, please.
Okay, what impact does expressing hatred have on the encoders? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. My friends will answer the question.
So, what impact does expressing hatred have on the encoders? Expressing hatred may serve as a release mechanism for encoders, a way to assert dominance or a means of establishing boundaries.
Thank you. I think that's all of our presentation. Thank you so much.